understand that there's going to be disruptions this week. Like that's what happens. That it's biblical, right? I've got to accept these distractions. I've got to accept this betrayal. Why? I don't want to be bitter. I don't want to, why should I be caught off guard? And then when we get to the becoming is when we say, this is what I see us do. This is what I've done. Lord, give me discerning of spirits and people. Lord, yes, I will wake up at 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. and 5 a.m. and pray. Yes, Lord, I will fast. Yes, Lord, I will not have an offense. I'm not going to be caught off guard. I am going to be prepared. It's like we're becoming this. I refuse to have an offense. The joy of the Lord is my strength. We are becoming this. Knowing is like we're flipping around and then we're like, oh my God, why is this happening to me? Oh. Who can relate to that? Poor is me, God. Why am I isolated? Why doesn't anyone else support me? Why is all the dumping? Why do I have to do it? And then we accept this. Okay, this is it. Now I'm angry. Why does this keep on disruption happening? I've been on so many pivots with my business. But in 2022, a major disruption happened where I had to put my business on hold again. Again. To help out a family situation. Now, Lacey stepped in. I was like, Lacey, yeah, I hired you for this. We got to pivot. We're doing this now. And Lord was like, but keep on doing YouTube videos. What? God, you see all this that's on my plate and you still want me to do YouTube videos? Yes, Althea. And don't give up on you. And you still want me to do yes, Althea. And so and then it was as one of my mentors said, Althea, you're the leader of the family. No, I'm not the oldest. Stop asking when you know what needs to be done. So I had to start being the leader. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. While the attacks were coming from family. So the business started doing this, right? Because there's two businesses here. There's a family business that my mom and I were running, and there was my business, but then my mom was not able to, so I had to take over this whole business and multi-six figure business and take it from brick and mortar to online. So my online business doing this because I had to take this one back up and recover from COVID. And then, although my mother was not on the stage, I'm getting, you're trying to take over. You're trying to take over. So, and then God's like, no, you got to keep on doing your business. So this one went and then it went kind of like the, right? So finally, I get to a stage this year where now I have to redesign my business, which I knew I wanted to anyway, but I'm like, okay, this is a new reality. I got to change this. I got to change this business from God had told me in 2019, you need to do more. I'd always had about between 7, I'll just say an average of 7 private clients. So then when I pivoted, I was like, okay, God's like one to many. That's how I'm going to do more. Right? My entry point to work with me is not going to start at $5,000. Now I'm going to have an opportunity to serve more and do one to many. So from 2023, it's transitioning my business. And finally, 2024, I'm like, this business is booming, great, like better than ever, hired a whole bunch of people, let go of people. Now I'm hiring a team so that I'm on oversight. Boom. And I'm like, okay, we got to go full back in there. But I'm, hiring more team members in my business and it's going up, it went, now it's, boom, another situation just happened about 6 months ago. I'm like, And then boom, about a month ago, something else happened. And God said to me, see, Althea, you're in this fantasy land. I told you before, I'm not going to remove stuff. I told you your plate is, you're always going to have a lot on your plate because you can handle it. But I told you you're going to have people supporting you. You're not going to do it alone. And so from 2022 to now, I mean, I've hired a lot of people to support what's going on. My mom's with me now. This is a new thing. The caregiver came this morning and took her to the doctor's appointment, and like, the whole, got different people coming every, oh yeah, God's like, get used to it. I already told you, I'm not removing what's on because you can handle it and you know how to hire powerhouses who love supporting you win. So get off of this. I'm paraphrasing, but he was like, stop living in this fantasy that you think everything's going to be creams and cookies. It's not. God allowed me to have to make serious, very close to a six-figure investment in this business. And I'm like, and I'm writing some, I mean, I've been writing some serious checks. I get it. Yeah. Because I'm going to be making those levels of serious, multi-six-figure investments. And you're already getting me used to having to make some serious investments and considering looking at, should we get, more capital and things like that. I mean, in my coaching business, I've done it, but not on the level I've done in this business. Right. And so, so things are shifting. So that's the becoming. Now it's like, okay, this is where we're at. And yes, there's disruption. So what are we going to do about it? Right. God is so good because there was something that I was doing for myself. My girlfriend, I said, man, my mom, to see her get better at my house. And my girlfriend's like, why are you surprised, Althea? Your house is a house of healing. So there's some things that I was doing, and and I just saw a manifestation today when my mom screamed out, hallelujah. I thought, oh, God said, see, because I have certain morning prayers and worships, and it hit her today. I read this we go through seasons when we are dry in our prayer. What has helped me is YouTube. I love YouTube. When I play that soaking worship music, and when we can't pray for ourselves, that deep soaking music revives our soul. I heard on Sunday, my mom started humming it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified when we release a new video. Then click the TV to watch the next video. Go to altheamcintyre.com to get your free training on the 7 biggest sales mistakes that keep you from 7 figures.